It's chilly this morning, but the sunshine is out and it feels amazing. I came out here to just set up my hammock. I'm listening to the birds chirping and just feeling the morning sun on my face as it shines through the trees. And I kind of just wanted to talk about one thing in particular with my autistic experience today. And it's something that happens honestly pretty frequently. And it's just that feeling of feeling misperceived and constantly feeling misunderstood, or like people think I might have like the wrong intentions or that I don't like them. And honestly, this has been like an overarching theme of as long back as I can remember, of just like I have my intentions and my actions are very closely related to my intentions. However, it often gets misconstrued and misperceived based on how people view my actions, and then they put their own like judgments and projections onto what they think my intentions were, and it just gets really hard. And I've really worked a lot lately on kind of just like releasing the shame that I have surrounding my autism, and a lot of that did have to do with just how I always have felt so misunderstood. And it can cause us to develop shame, because if you think about it, like if we have good intentions and then people are constantly projecting onto us that we're doing something wrong, or whatever it may be, or like they don't see our intentions for what they are and they view our actions as something completely different than what our intentions are, it can make us feel shameful, and it can make us feel like there's something wrong with us. Like, why can't I get this across to you? Why can't I be seen for who I truly am, without the judgments, without the preconceived notions and ideas? And so I just wanted to share this so that, like, if anyone else has been feeling kind of like alone or misunderstood or misperceived, like, I completely relate to that feeling. It happens like very, very often, more often than I wish it would, but I'm kind of at the place now where I have like been able to accept that this is part of being me and this is part of my reality. And while challenging and oftentimes exhausting, it first doesn't like dictate who I am, because like I know my intentions and I know my actions, and I know that that I do have good intentions. And I've also been able to understand, like, in society, I feel like amongst a lot of people, and I talked about this in a recent video where I talked about like the communication differences between autistic people and neurotypical people, but like I feel like a lot of society and a lot of neurotypical people, and this might be a bit of a generalization, but it's just an observation, that like a lot of people are running on like, how do I want to word this? Like, a lot of people just don't have the self-awareness to realize when they are projecting, and to realize when they are like making assumptions about something without seeing the truth of it and without seeing the reality of it. And so understanding that I know my intentions, I know myself, I know that I have good intentions, and then also understanding that it's often where people will project and not even have the awareness that they're projecting. They don't have the awareness that they're viewing this completely neutral event in a way that is based on their own beliefs, their own assumptions about what my intentions might be. Having an understanding of both of those things definitely makes it a little bit easier, but it's still hard. It's hard because, like, yes, I'm autistic. Yes, I have trouble socializing and communicating and relating to people, but that doesn't mean that I want to have to completely isolate myself. It doesn't mean that I want to like not be able to connect with people. And for me, connection means like real, authentic, pure connection on a deeper level. Forget the small talk. I don't want to do that. I don't want to socialize just to socialize. I want to socialize to be able to connect. And connection for me means like actually understanding that person, actually like understanding who they are and learning about them and not just like the surface level stuff. And a lot of times that connection just kind of feels like one-sided, and I mean I don't think it's anyone's fault. I think that as autistic people, like the way that we connect with others and the way that we socialize and the way that we understand things is completely different than that of neurotypical people. And again, it's why I don't blame anyone, because I think it is just the reality of things. And while we can't like necessarily change how other people perceive us, and we can't like force people to understand us in ways that they probably don't even have the ability to, I think on their end it takes some responsibility to at least, like, if they are a part of your life and if it's someone who you do want to be part of your life, I think that it's up to them to take responsibility to learn more about neurodivergence, to at least like try and seek to understand, even if they don't really understand like how you do connect and how you socialize. But then on our ends, I think it's up to us to also take responsibility and understand that like we're not going to be fully understood all the time. And it's unfortunate, and it does make it hard, and it can lead to feelings of shame and just like feeling not good enough. But also, I think that there is a little bit of freedom in constantly being misunderstood, because if you realize that you're not going to be understood, it almost makes it easier in a way, at least for me, to really be my authentic self, to not be afraid of my quirks, my differences, and to really just like focus on doing the things that bring me joy, the things that really feel aligned with myself, because I'm going to be judged anyway. I'm going to be misperceived anyway. I might as well make sure that I'm happy being me instead of trying to make other people happy with who I am, because that's just, it's not going to happen. It's not possible. And so I've been on this journey of self-love for a while now, and in therapy, like being able to release a lot of that shame, it has taught me that there's freedom in just being misunderstood, because it means that we have the ultimate freedom to just like do what we want, be who we are, live a life that is truly aligned with who we are, as opposed to like constantly trying to people please and constantly trying to mold ourselves into different boxes just to fit into certain groups and to try to be understood by different people when we don't really have control over that. So I just thought I'd share this today in case anyone else is going through something similar. And I want you to know that like, while you probably do feel alone, you're definitely not alone in these experiences. And this is just part of the autistic experience. And I think it's a neutral thing. There's good things about it and definitely some more challenging and bad things about it. But at the end of the day, it's part of our reality. And we can try to find ways to make it easier and make it better for us, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So thank you for watching this video.
Disturbing your quietness.
Oh no, it's okay. Hi.
My goodness,
Hi.
my goodness.
Hi.
Mr. Franklin. Yeah, you got a perfect spot there.
I know.
Perfect.
With the sun.
I know. Sorry. Hey. Come on, goodness. Oh, you want to play? Come on, goodness. Come on.
You too.